Hi, I'm Sarah, creator of Tapping for Mums. Now, it is the 12th of March and things are a bit hairy out there. Things are changing daily. The government are announcing measures that may involve school closures, lockdowns, flights cancellations, and all hell is breaking loose. And it is quite frankly very scary. At times like these and in stressful times, it is really useful to go back to your toolkit to manage your own levels of stress. The more stressed you are, the more fearful you are, the lower your immune system is going to be, making you susceptible to illness, not just the coronavirus. So it's really important right now that you do everything that you can to make sure that you stay calm, you get good rest, you eat healthily, you exercising well, even if it's just getting some fresh air every other day or every day, because keeping yourself in a strong mental and physical condition is going to be the best thing for you right now. There is loads of people out there shining a light on the positive things that we can do. And I just really wanted to add my thoughts to the mix to see if I could help anyone that follows me or anybody new with the technique that I use to manage my own anxiety and stress and trauma and everything else, basically. The technique that I use is called tapping, otherwise known as EFT or emotional freedom technique. And it is the one thing that I have found in the last 5 years that is the most effective and fast acting tool. It is amazing to get you from basically high levels of stress to ground zero and even beyond into kind of more positive state and frame of mind. Right now, the panic, the mass panic, the behaviours resulting from this mass panic are very triggering. A lot of us have anxiety anyway. So we're anxious about, protecting our families, we're anxious about safety, and these can be our underlying fears that we've held our whole lives. And right now the world's going into chaos mode and it's affecting us on a very real basis in a way that maybe we've never come across before. I certainly have not experienced this level of fear pandemic as well as an outbreak pandemic. So it is uncharted territory for all of us. No one knows the answers right now, and that's scary for us who have anxiety because we like to control. Yeah, I'm looking at you. We like to know what's going on, we like to be able to put plans in place, and we like to be able to control outcome. But maybe this is a really big lesson for us in letting go of fear, letting go of judgment, letting go of the need to control. Because this is something we actually can't control. We can control basic things like hygiene, looking after ourselves, boosting our immune system, taking our multivitamins, washing our hands, being kind to others, not judging people, supporting the community, doing what we're asked to do by the government, etc. But we cannot control if we get this virus or not, really. We can do our best endeavours. We can take our best endeavours to ensure that we don't, but we could get this infection. The same way we could get a cold and flu. I have literally had a cold stroke flu for the past 2 weeks. And it has crossed my mind, have I had the coronavirus? But I don't think I have. And I've just literally been trying to look after myself. Meditating. I've been meditating, trying to heal from the inside, resting, drinking lots of fluids, taking my multivitamins, taking painkillers, on top of tapping on your anxiety. It's really important that you follow the advice that we are given as a society, that we're given by doctors, that you're given by your own doctor. If you're prescribed something, keep taking it. Make sure you go get top up prescriptions now, just in case you're not going to be able to leave the house. Do all these things that are going to help you feel like you've got some control. But ultimately, this is a test for us to hand over the powers that be to the universe, and what will happen will happen. Now, that doesn't mean we can't have emotion about this. It's extremely worrying and fearful at the moment. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know who's going to get it in our families. We don't know, we may have vulnerable children or vulnerable parents or grandparents alive that we obviously don't want to get this virus. So I'm going to take you through an off the cuff, all of this is off the cuff, unprepared tapping script today to help alleviate your own anxiety. Now, this is not going to help cure you. So again, this is just about bringing you back to ground zero, helping you release that fear and that panic that you're harboring, because it's not going to do you any good. And also think about those around you. Talking about this constantly and putting all of our attention to it will make the anxiety and the fear grow. So we do have to, release and let go a little bit. Also, with our children, we don't want to induce fear. We don't want to help create a belief that the world's not a safe place, a belief that we can't keep them safe. Because right now we can do that for them. And if they do get sick, it is very likely, touch wood, at this present moment on the 12th of March, don't quote me to this, that they will be okay. So we just have to trust that the doctors and the nurses and the health workers all around the world are going to help us get through this, as well as the advisors and very intelligent people looking into this disease and the spread of it and the vaccinations and everything like that. We have to put trust in their hands. And at the same time, reduce our own fear, bolster our own immune system, and try and stay positive. And I think that's the only thing that we can do. I'm going to do this tapping script. I possibly will go over the 10-minute mark on Instagram. You two will be able to put these two things together. So basically I'm going to film all this now, and then I'll cut it into 2 parts for Instagram. And hopefully you'll be able to watch both parts and do this with me. So when we do tapping sends a signal to the brain in the amygdala, which is the fear center of the brain, perfect for this tool. Sends a signal to the amygdala to tell it that it's safe, to basically stop the production of the cortisol and the adrenaline that's pumping. So right now, we're hearing so much on the news, every single part of our day, it's almost top of mind. Okay, so that is creating a huge amount of fear, and that fear is turning us and switching us into the sympathetic nervous system, which is the flight, fight, freeze. Okay, that's when the cortisol and the adrenaline are pumping around the body. We're getting ready to run or to fight. That's what we'd love to do right now. We would love to jump off Earth and go somewhere else that does not have this virus, but we can't. Okay, so what we can do is manage our own fear. And that's what the tapping can do. It tells the body to stop producing the adrenaline and the cortisol and bring you back to a neutral baseline level. It's about pivoting. When you realize you're in a heightened state of anxiousness, come back to this video and pivot yourself back to zero, back to base, okay? When we start tapping, we look at how we're feeling on a scale of -10 to +10, and 0 being the base in the middle. Right now, we're probably on a scale of -3 to 5 to 10, maybe. If you've been in Tesco's queuing for toilet roll, you might be feeling very, very anxious because of the panic around you. We're picking up on the collective energy. We're picking up on the panic and fear of other people because we're empathetic. We are highly sensitive people. We pick up on this kind of thing and we take it on as our own, okay? Can we think, should I not be panicking? Oh my God, I must panic. I have to panic. What can I do to everyone's doing something. Okay, that's what I think people are doing. They need to feel like they can be in control, so they're going buying toilet roll and other supplies like pasta and buying the shelves out of Calpol and Nurofen because they think they need to do something. They need to protect. They are mama bearing and papa bearing the shit out of life at the moment. And I do not blame you. There is no judgment in this. In fact, we need to release judgment about what other people are doing. This is about yourself, your state of awareness, your heightened fear, and bringing yourself back to neutral. And if you can, bring yourself into a positive state. But right now, I think neutral would be fairly good for most people. What do you think? So I'm just going to take a drink of water. Drinking water is very important when you're doing tapping. And we're nearly hitting the 10-minute mark. I've waffled on. So I'll do the tapping in the next video. Okay, we're back now, and I'm going to get ready for some tapping. So just hand on your heart for just 1 minute, a couple of breaths. Deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathing out that tension. Inhaling peace, exhaling tension. Inhaling peace and exhaling tension. So we start by tapping on the karate chop point, which is the side of the hand. You can do this on either side. And when I know some of you won't have done tapping before, and actually this is an amazing opportunity to try it. If you've been anyway curious about what I've been banging on about for the last 5 years, this is an opportunity to do it because you most likely are feeling anxious. Start with the karate chop point and just follow along with me. Say the words out loud if you can and tap the points that I'm tapping. Okay. Even though I feel such black panic and fear in my chest. So I'm just going to stop there for a second. Just think about where you're feeling this panic and what emotion is it? Is it actually fear, or is it anger, or is it lack of control? What is actually going on for you right now? And put it in the body somewhere, a place. Often it's stomach or chest or head related if it's fear. And give it a colour maybe. I'm going to use black fear in my chest. So when you're tapping, you just use whatever words that come to your mind, okay? Even though I've got this black fear in my chest, because the coronavirus is out of control and it's now a pandemic. And the fear is rising in me so badly. My whole body is consumed with this fear. Fear of getting sick, fear of my family getting sick, fear of family dying, fear of not being able to look after my family if they need it, fear of not getting the supplies that I need to keep my family healthy and safe over the next few weeks, fear of schools closing and what do we do with work? How does that all work? How do we manage it? All this fear rising in me up to my chest. I choose now to look at this and I choose to maybe see as a better way to deal with it. And I choose to love and accept myself regardless of all this fear. Okay, we'll do that again. So even though I've got all this fear, black fear in my chest, because the world's gone mad and I don't know what to do about it. I like to control and be and feel in control, and this is sending my anxiety through the roof. I don't feel I have control over this and I don't know what to do. So I'm panicking and I'm afraid, and it's affecting my body right now. But I want to look at this and maybe find another way to deal with this situation and build my emotional resilience so I am confident I can deal with this no matter what happens. So I choose to love and accept myself anyway, despite all this fear. Even though I've got all this black fear in my chest, because I don't know what to do right now. I'm afraid because everyone else is afraid. I'm picking up the mass panic. Every text and news article I read just induces more and more fear. I'm afraid of what to tell the kids. I'm afraid I can't protect them. And I'm supposed to protect them, right? I feel so out of control. And I hate it. But maybe it's time to release this fear So I can focus on being more grounded and present and calm. So I can make clear decisions, level-headed behaviours based on what happens next, for the good of myself and my whole family. So I choose to look at maybe letting this go. And I choose to love and accept myself regardless of all these emotions. Okay, so hopefully you've all quite tuned into that energy now. If you don't mind, I have forgotten, but if you don't mind, just give yourself a rating on that scale. minus 10. How was the fear before you started that? And then we'll rate ourselves at the end. I've forgotten and I'm not going to go back. So rate your fear on the minus 10 to plus 10 scale. Okay, sorry. Let's keep going. Top of the head. All this fear in my chest. So much fear in my chest. So much black fear. I can feel the panic rising in me. There's so much panic and fear in the whole world. I've never been this close to this much fear and panic before. I have no prerequisite. I don't know what to do. I'm so confused. This is under the arm. I don't know how to behave. I don't know how to keep my family safe. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't want to go into lockdown, but I think it's inevitable. And I'm afraid of my family getting sick. I'm afraid of my vulnerable family getting ill and not being able to cope with it. I'm afraid of death entering our family again. And we've had so much we don't need anymore. I'm so afraid that we all won't get the support that we need. What if we can't get the medicine and drugs that we need? I'm afraid about my parents and grandparents with underlying conditions getting sick. I hate thinking that I can't protect those that I love. It's really distressing. It's causing me so much fear and stress. And this fear and stress is building in my chest. And maybe I'm not breathing properly. And maybe I'm not sleeping properly. And I know deep down that stress is going to cause me more problems. All this stress in my whole body. I feel this stress in every cell. My whole body is tense. I don't know how to relax. I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do. And I know lots of other people don't know what to do either. So that's panicking me even more. The governments, I don't know if they know what they're doing. And we should be trusting them. And that's hard for me too right now. It's hard for me to trust in a positive outcome. So much fear in my chest. All this black fear in my chest. And we're going into 3 videos now. Saul's Instagram. I'm scared. The schools are going to close. And the schools have already closed for lots of my friends. How do I make work? How do we have a normal life now? What is this new world going to look like? What comes next? I've no idea what comes next. And that's freaking me out. Because I like to know what comes next. I like to manage my own anxiety. And yeah, I like to control. But maybe there's a lesson for us all in this pandemic. Maybe there's a way that we can release some control. Maybe I need to release some control. Maybe I need to stop judging others for their behaviours, because everyone is behaving out of fear. Everyone's just behaving from flight, fight, freeze. That's all that they're doing. They're just doing the best that they can right now. Everyone is doing the best that they can with the knowledge and understanding that we all have at this present moment. Let's do that one again. Everyone and myself are doing the best that we can with the knowledge and understanding we have at this present moment. I choose now to release all this fear. I choose to release all this fear that I'm experiencing in my chest. I choose to release all this stress from every cell in my body. Deep breaths as you do this. I choose to release all this black fear in my chest. I choose to let go. I choose to let go now. Because holding this on will not benefit me or my family. This energy, this negative energy, will not benefit me or my family. So I'm going to do everything I can to release it. I'm going to help them release their energy too. Maybe we need a dance party in the living room to shake off that energy. Or we can do some yoga and meditation together. Maybe I can be more present and turn off the news. Oh, releasing now. Maybe I can turn off social media alerts. Maybe I can focus on being present and grounded. Maybe I can be more peaceful in my day-to-day. Maybe I can bring peace into my body now. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Just imagine, just stop there for a second, just imagine a big, beautiful golden ball of light at the top of your head. As we just tap through the next points, just imagine that ball entering into the crown of your head and just penetrating every cell in your body. As we just go through the next few points, bring this golden ball, this peaceful energy, this grounding presence into your body. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. I invite this peace and calm into my life now. I invite love into my life now. Bring that ball of energy down into your chest. This golden light dissolves all fear in my chest, releasing all remaining fear. Just bring it down now. Imagine it coming down your torso and into your stomach, solar plexus, and stomach, your sacral chakras, base chakra, and all the way down, flush it out, all the way down into your legs and ankles and feet, all the way down into the earth, just sending all the remaining stress that we feel into Mother Earth, into the ground, to be repurposed in a positive way. I invite peace into my life now. So the wrist point. I choose to respond to this situation from a place of peace. I choose to try and not overreact to the situation. I choose to be more grounded and thoughtful in my responses. I choose not to fire quick answers or quick decisions. I choose to take stock of things before I make decisions. I choose to tune in with myself and my own intuition, and I make the choices I need for myself and my family based on my intuition. I do what I need to do for me and my family right now. Whatever that may be, it feels right to me, and I'm confident to make that choice. I ignore judgment from other people. If they judge me, it's just their fear. The decisions I make are mine and my family's to make. And it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. I choose to make decisions from a grounded perspective. I choose to try and focus on healthy. Right now, I'm healthy. So just feel what it feels like to say that and feel that in your body. I'm healthy right now. Feel that in your heart. How does that feel? For me, it feels really, really positive. Maybe give it a colour. What colour is that healthy colour for you? Maybe green or pink or vibrant yellow. Breathe that colour into your heart. I am healthy right now. I am healthy right now. And if you're struggling to say that, say, I choose to invite health into my life right now. I choose to invite health into my life right now. I choose to respond with peace and calm. I choose to respond with love, not fear. I choose to respond with love, not fear. I choose to respond with love. Okay, take a deep breath in and out. Hopefully you have found some relief from that exercise. Please let me know how you get on, how you feel. Use your own words. So that's a guide. Maybe follow along and use my words to start with, and then you can maybe redo it using your own words. Things that are more maybe relevant to you and the fears that you're feeling and where you're feeling it in the body. I really do wish you peace and calm. I definitely feel a lot calmer after that, having let go of some things that I've been holding. Please let me know in the comments if you managed to stay with this, what you were before on the scale of -10 to +10, and then what you were after. I think I was on the scale about -5 or 6, and I think I'm about a 4 or 5 now. I do feel strong even though I've been sick, I still feel like I'm healthy, and I feel that we can get through this. We are strong, resilient people. We know how to pull together. We know how to love and support each other. We know how to be kind to ourselves and to other people. Now is the time to bolster that. Be the best person you can be right now for yourself and your family. And I really pray that you stay safe and happy and healthy, no matter what the outcome is of this. And just do this often if you're really struggling, and get in touch if you need any support. I'm here to help. I hope this has helped you. Sending you so much love today, and I really hope that you stay happy and healthy and well. Namaste.